Tell us a little bit about yourself. You're the guest. You're live, pal. Tell us. Fatima, tell us all about yourself, my friend. You're live. Okay. Maybe she can't hear us. Who knows? It's technology. I can hear you perfectly, Ortiz. You're good.
Well, I don't know what's going on, Mike.
All you got to do, I would say just do like I have to do every once in a while, and you just have to test these things.
I can see people.
Okay. Perfect. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, because
hi everyone. Hey.
We're trying to go. Tell us about yourself, Fatima.
Well, my name is Paper Posh of Paper's Posh Pics. I posh people about lifestyle, fashion, and entertainment. I'm also an entertainment artist. I do music. I do marketing. I'm well-rounded. I'm into acting. I'm into extreme skating. I'm just a fun girl. I design clothes. I like to have fun. How are you guys? I'm at the Christian show. Yay!
So Samantha, she's in entertainment. So I know you probably got some questions for her.
Yeah, that's right up my alley. Hey, Queen Miss Fatima.
Samantha, you know what I think about when I see you? You remember that show Bewitched?
Yes.
Of the lady, the genie.
Oh, hey, but that's where I got my name from. My mother named me Samantha because of that show.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It must be my telekinesis forces. Like, I feel like, do you guys like my Star Wars hairstyle that I chose for Skype?
Yes.
Like, I wanted to stand out, and I wanted you guys to remember me. So I said, you know what? I'm going all in. I was dressed up, but I put on my pajamas and I took a nice bubble bath with some of my paniqui. And I said, I'm coming on the podcast. So what do you do in entertainment, Samantha?
Oh, I do a lot. Like, as my company says behind me, I'm with Certified Nation Entertainment. I'm a director of operations. I'm a publicist. I write artist bios. I write reviews. I manage 2 artists. I'm constantly sharing independent artist music. I have 2 podcasts, and I'm also on this radio show. So I wear a lot of hats.
I love you, Samantha. You don't understand. I so want to like high tea with you, girl. We gotta hang out.
Yes, for sure. So what kind of music do you do?
Well, I'm very well rounded. I do world music. I'm multi-genre. I love the basis of being a musician. One day I met Usher, and it was hilarious because it was at a point where I was calling myself a musician before I really realized that you had to learn about the elements of the chords, the keys, the notes, the rhythms, the mixing, the mastering, the engineers, that it was a much bigger production than me just going in the studio or me rapping over a beat. Mm-hmm. So I definitely can say that I'm multi-genre because I'm also like, a DJ as well. I DJ'd at a couple of clubs all around the world, actually, and I've experienced different things. I've had Grammy-nominated projects. I've worked with other artists that are celebrities. I've interned with studios, people. So I'm just looking to have some fun and network and meet people and spread the word.
That's so dope.
That's awesome.
Bomb. That's great. Yeah, me and her will definitely have to link up. Yeah, but I'll start, stalking your social media.
Guess what? I want you to, I also would like to, really have a conversation with you. And the host with the most, I totally am just happy you guys put this all together. This is exciting. Like, I like you. You're the best. Like, I have to give credit to the people who put this together. Like, we have to totally give them credit, Samantha. Like,
oh, yes. Go ahead, Jiggy.
Samantha is our hidden little secret here. She is fantastic. So your social media, Posh. How do we get a hold of you and everything?
Oh, well, you can get a hold of me on Instagram, first of all, at Paper Posh, which is PAPERPOSH, and you'll see a little girl with the blue dress, which is me when I was a kid, with two pigtails. And then you get to me, I'm streaming on all platforms. I have this awesome song called Vogue, and shout out to all my Voguers. And it was inspired by Madonna because I always like Vogue. I like television shows like Pose. I'm into, like the culture of the ball nightlife, globally with that type of thing, with the raves and different things. So Vogue is available on Apple Music. It's available on, anything that streams. You can just put it in. And I have an album out called Illegal Eviction, which is interesting because it's based on a true story. And I also have a couple of things in the making, and my clothing collection is definitely something that became very popular during the pandemic. It was popular before, but it got reintroduced because of the issue of, needing PPP and the stuff that's going on in the world. So
Awesome. Awesome.
I just followed you already on IG.
I got a friend. I love it. And I want to talk to you about everything. Gotta send you stuff. You gotta let me know what's going on. This is gonna be fun. I like
Yeah, and I'll share like your music in my stories. That's another thing what I do for artists. They call it like Club Sam, because I'll take like their music or video clips, I'll put it in my stories because that beats out the algorithm. So yeah, there we go.
Jiggy.
So Chris Ortiz, Mr. 316 Racing Channel. Do you have any questions for Posh while we have her here?
316. So what is? Are you like Danica? Is he like a race car driver like Danica? Like, who is this guy?
No, I'm not no race car driver. I filmed a lot of illegal street races. That's how I came up with the name.
Can I go to one? I want to go to one.
No, that was like years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's mainly nowadays. It's just young kids taking out their mom and dad's cars, trying to race them.
That's awesome.
Then their parents get a call and say, "Hey, your car got impounded," and they go outside and they're like, "Oh, my car's gone."
Ah!
Then I got to go get their kids out of jail. That's the funny part.
Oh my God. It is Chris Ortiz as Samantha and our guest Posh. And so how do we find your music? Where do we need to send people to find your music and the clothing and everything?
Like, I'm on Apple, I'm on Deezer. If you go to my artist panel, like online, just put in Paper Posh, the musician. Everything pops up. My YouTube channel, all of my music videos, because there's actually a music video for Vogue, and a couple of my other songs. I was actually listening to some, music just now, and I was excited. I actually have a song on there that you may really, really like. I don't know what kind of music you're into, but I have rock songs, I have reggae. It's really an interesting album because I made it on the road, and everywhere I went, I just used some of the influence from wherever I went to just, put a part of the album.
Awesome.
That's dope.
Awesome. So explain to us how long you've been doing this music thing.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you, and you can ask my mother, who I've been hanging out with a lot lately. She said from birth, I was kind of really fierce, and I'm not trying to be funny, but she said, I looked at the doctor like, okay, are you done spanking me? Like, energy, let me talk. And then when I talked, she said it was like, ah! So she knew from then that I was going to be someone, and that's the reason why, she named me the name that she named me. And then I'm also, my company logo is a symbol. So I'm doing kind of like a Prince thing to a degree where I changed my name to a symbol a couple of years back, honestly, which was interesting.
Awesome. Awesome. I've never met anybody besides Prince who changed their name to a symbol.
Where's the other? Where's the lovely? Where's Miss?
I think Samantha went to go grab a cup of coffee or something. Who knows? She'll be back though. She was a little late to the show today because she's busier than a ferret in a Jello fight. And then you got Chris Ortiz, who's got his $1 billion microphone, and we were trying to get that up and running. So we have had all sorts of interesting fun today. So Posh, explain to me why you decided to do a clothing line. Talk to us about that.
Oh, honestly, I used to, like, I was motivated by people in my life, and a company contacted me one day. I was sitting at home, and it's another female-owned company, and she was like, I want you to design for me, even though you're a vlogger, because I vlogged about all sorts of designers. I'm talking about everybody. And she said, why don't you come out with your own stuff? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna come out with my own stuff. And when I came out with my own stuff, it just became successful. So it was pretty much like a phone call, like, you know what I'm saying? And then a vibe of like, okay, you just come out with something. And I came out with it, and it just kept going and going and going and going and going. And like all my girlfriends started calling, and people started calling, and like honestly, they want me to do Fashion Week, but I don't know yet. I want to do it, but I've been sending all my other friends who were designers to Fashion Week thus far. And shout out to Adrian Alicia, who is one of the first designers that I knew, and I attended his show, and I went to Fashion Week before I became a designer myself. But it was just awesome. It was awesome. So designing clothes was always something that I enjoyed to do. I've always been fashion and a passion. I like to say Jiggy like Jiggy. Like
So, what are some of your goals this year, my friend? What are you wanting to accomplish?
To be honest, number one, start whatever I started, finish it. So there's a lot of projects and things that I've been working on that I have not finished. So I'm just working on finishing things now that I start. And that's in personal life, and in entertainment business life as well.
Awesome.
Because I don't have any kids right now, so I'm on a goal of like working on having children. You get it, having the life. But it's a pandemic. We're in a pandy, like I like to say.
We're in a pandy. That's great.
We're in the jiggy pandy. Like I like to call the
Jiggy
pandemic pandy.
So you are too cute, my friend. We have got Chris Ortiz. We've got Samantha. Posh is with us, and so Posh. What are some? Where do we need to, as far as your music and the clothing line? Where do we need to send people?
Oh, if you want to go to my clothing line, you could just go to my page, and there's links, because I have like the Japadan scarf. I have things inspired by Karl Lagerfeld. So you can like go to my website, which is papersposhpics.com, or like on social media, just DM me and you will get a link for something, because my clothing line is honestly, it's like very exclusive at this point. It's like boutique label. Like there's only selective people in the world that have it. Shout out to Dr. Oz. He was one of the first people who got the scarf and supported me.
Wow.
That's where it debuted on Dr. Oz, because his wife is an amazing cook and she makes good cupcakes. Shout out to Mrs. Oz. And he totally loved it, because he was
That's
like,
awesome.
Oh my gosh, this is so cute. And I was like, thank you. So if you DM me or contact me on my website, you will find my clothing line. Everything is there. Trust me.
Awesome. I think that's tremendous that you got on Dr. Oz. I think that's pretty damn cool.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. That was an amazing accomplishment to have him, be a part of the culture with what I'm doing with my fashion and expressing
Yeah.
myself, my art, and everybody inspires me. Jiggy, you inspire me. You motivate
Oh,
me.
don't let that get around too many places. You'll have your reputation ruined if you let people know that. But we have got a great
Mr.
guest. She
I
is
don't
great.
think so. You're awesome. You're gonna be like, oh gosh, Posh, I'm doing so much. Mr. Jiggy, you're awesome. Trust me. You're an amazing man.
That's
Mr. Jiggy.
awesome. That's awesome. Posh joins us today here in our broadcast. We ought to take this video, and I'm sure Chris Ortiz is probably listening, and he's probably gonna laugh the minute I tell him this. But she just put me over there, Chris, and said that I'm awesome. we should send this to my buddy Kenny Bollinger out there in Wichita at the Old Lizards Lounge. He'll love that. Yeah.
I'm like, I got like lip gloss going on over here. My Star Wars bun, my PJs. I was ready for you, Mr. Jiggy.
Well,
Like,
you are just a bundle of energy, my friend. I guess before we let you go, before we get to our next guest, how do we get your clothes? How do we get your music? Let's send people to your stuff. Let's make you some money here, my friend.
Okay, so log on to paperposhpicks.com. You can go on Apple Music, Deezer, anything that streams music, and look me up, Paper Posh, PAPERPOSH. The name of the album is Illegal Eviction. I also, as an artist, have single. The single is called Vogue, like Madonna, and you'll hear me meow, 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 like a cat on it. And
You're great.
Meow, meow, meow.
You're great. Well, Paper Posh.
I'll be a wolf.
That's right. Well, Paper Posh, thanks for doing this. We really enjoyed it. You are a treat, and just this. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for hanging out, even though we had all these damn technical issues today. Thank you, though.
Can I say something? It was
Yes.
well worth it. You guys are awesome and amazing, and I can't wait to do it again.
Well, thank you. You are great, Paper Posh. Have yourself a wonderful afternoon, my friend.
Yes, and I apologize for my pajamas.
No. I enjoy them. You know what is funny about that is for the last 6 months, I have a pair of those exact pajamas without the zipper. But I have those, and I wear those things all the time. They're comfy as shit. So, no, you do not ever need to apologize for your pajamas, my friend.
Thank you. I tried to do my mute, but I said to myself, I have on a onesie. Do yours have the feet in? Or
No, mine do not have the feet in. I think yours is a little bit more expensive. You probably bought it from somewhere. I bought mine at a Kmart that was going out of business a few years ago. So
No, mine. You want to know the brand of mine?
yes, let's throw out some free plugs here. Let's go.
The Gap, the Gap. Shout out to the Gap.
The Gap.
Gap. Like, I shop Gap, Jiggy.
That's awesome. Well, Paper Posh, have yourself a wonderful afternoon, my friend. Thank you.
I see her. I see the lady. And
See, she's back. She went and got her coffee.
She did the genie. She's really the genie. Yes.
She is the genie.
I like how she did that.
I'll tell you,
Doing
she's
100,000 things at one time. I
she
swear.
might as well be a genie. Well,
I love
well, Paper Posh, good afternoon, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you, my friend.
Ciao. I'll see you later. And Stephanie, we have a lunch date, my boo.
I followed you.
Right, later.
Thank you, Paper Posh. There she goes. She is an excitable young woman, and just a hell of a deal today. We are going to go to our next guest who is going to join us on the old Skip Skype. Yes, the old Skype-a-rooney. And this is going to be another one of these crazy people, I think. Why, you work with musicians all the time, Samantha. Why are they all so excited all the time?
I think they're just happy to be put on, you know what I'm saying? Especially around this time, most of us are up in the house or something, can't get out. So, just to be able to be put on and share their selves and their work, yeah.
That's
that means
awesome.
a lot to them.
That's awesome. Well, Chris Ortiz, the biggest star in the business. Forget about what you've heard. He is with us today. I was thinking today that I have known Chris for like maybe almost 10 years. We have off and on for the last several years been doing this thing. It's just